Okay, so like imagine you have the keys to the most powerful AI,
Oh, wow.
not locked away in some, tech giant server farm,
Right.
but just right there, like ready to be explored, modified, built upon.
Yeah.
That's the potential of open source AI.
Yeah.
And today,
It is.
we're diving deep into a brand new contender
Okay.
that's making a splash. And that's Tülu 3.405b,
All right.
brought to you by the folks at the Allen Institute for AI, or Ai2 for short.
Well, what makes this so intriguing is that we're talking about large language models, or LLMs.
Right.
These are like the engines behind those impressive chatbots and content generators and even tools that are accelerating scientific discoveries.
Yeah, you've probably encountered them without even realizing it.
Yeah.
Think ChatGPT, for instance.
Exactly. And the race to build the next big LLM is fierce,
Yeah.
with companies like OpenAI and Google just going head to head.
Yeah, but A2 is taking a different path.
Right.
They're releasing their model as open source.
Yeah. Now, that's what I call shaking things up.
Right.
It's a significant move.
Yeah.
They're essentially saying, here's our powerful AI model. Let's all learn and build together.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We've got some excerpts from a tech news article announcing Tülu 3.405b's release.
Okay.
And there's a lot to unpack.
Right.
Starting with the name itself.
Mhm.
What's the significance of those 405 billion parameters?
Well, think of parameters like the connections
Okay.
in a vast network of information.
Okay.
The more connections, the more complex the model can become and the more it can learn.
Okay.
405 billion parameters.
Wow.
That's a lot of connections.
That's a lot.
Indicating Tülu 3's potential to tackle incredibly complex tasks.
So we're talking about an AI heavyweight here.
Yeah.
And the article highlights how Tülu 3.405b isn't just keeping pace with OpenAI's GPT-4o. It's actually outperforming DeepSeek's V3 model on certain benchmarks.
Yeah, benchmarks are important for comparing AI models, but they don't tell the whole story. What's really interesting is what this suggests about the future of open source AI. Can a model built on collaboration and transparency really hold its own against models developed in the closed labs of tech giants?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Tülu 3's performance hints that it might just be possible.
Yeah, so it's a bit like a David and Goliath story.
Yeah.
But in the world of AI,
Right.
the article also delves into some of the secrets behind Tülu 3's impressive capabilities.
Oh.
Like this technique called post-training.
Yeah.
Sounds like taking a brilliant AI student
Yes.
and giving them specialized tutoring to excel in specific subjects.
That's a great analogy. With Tülu 3, A2 is pushing the boundaries of post-training.
Okay.
They use techniques like supervised fine-tuning, which is like giving the model specific examples and feedback to refine its learning. Then there's preference learning, which helps the AI understand what outputs are considered better based on human preferences.
So they're essentially teaching the model to be more discerning
Yes.
and aligned with human values and expectations.
Precisely. But one of the most innovative aspects of Tülu 3's development is something called RLVR, which stands for Reinforcement Learning from Verifiable Rewards.
RLVR, definitely a mouthful.
Yeah, it is.
What's so groundbreaking about this approach?
Well, instead of just feeding the AI massive amounts of data,
Okay.
RLVR focuses on giving the model clear goals and rewards for achieving them. It's a bit like training a dog with treats.
Okay.
The AI learns through trial and error, constantly striving to improve its performance based on the feedback it receives.
So it's not just about memorizing information, but actually learning how to solve problems and make decisions effectively.
Exactly. And what's remarkable is that RLVR helped Tülu 3 achieve higher accuracy in complex tasks while maintaining strong safety characteristics.
Okay.
Something incredibly important in the world of AI development.
So they've managed to create a powerful AI that's not just smart, but also responsible.
Right.
Now, we can't talk about Tülu 3 without addressing the elephant in the room, the fact that it's open source.
It's more than just a buzzword. When we talk about open source in AI, there are different levels of openness. Some models might release their code, but keep their training data secret. Others might be more transparent.
But A2 is taking it a step further with Tülu 3, right?
Absolutely. They're making the data, the training code, and the models themselves freely available.
Okay.
Imagine researchers, developers, even hobbyists, all having access to this powerful AI technology.
It's mind-boggling to think about the potential for collaboration and innovation.
This level of openness has the potential to change the way we develop and use AI.
Okay.
It could lead to a more decentralized and democratic AI landscape.
We've talked about Tülu 3's performance and the innovative techniques behind it.
Right.
But how does it actually stack up against those big-name models like GPT-4o and DeepSeek V3?
Yeah. Well, the article highlights Tülu 3's strong performance on safety benchmarks,
Okay.
even surpassing DeepSeek V3 in some areas.
Wow.
While it's not yet consistently outperforming GPT-4o across the board, it's surprisingly competitive.
And that's incredibly impressive for an open source model going up against those industry giants.
Yeah.
This all sounds very promising, but what does it actually mean for the average person?
Right.
Why should we be excited about this?
Well, think about it this way.
Okay.
Open source AI has the potential to make these powerful technologies more accessible to everyone.
Okay.
We could see more user-friendly AI tools for education research, even everyday tasks.
Yeah.
Imagine students having personalized AI tutors or small businesses leveraging AI for marketing and customer service.
This is where it gets really exciting.
Yeah.
We're talking about leveling the playing field.
Right.
And empowering individuals and smaller organizations with the tools they need to innovate and compete.
It's about fostering a future where the benefits of AI are shared more broadly, rather than being concentrated in the hands of a few powerful companies.
It sounds like we're on the cusp of a major shift in the AI landscape.
I think so.
But before we get too carried away with the possibilities, let's explore some of the potential challenges of open source AI. We'll dive into that right after this.
We'll be right back with more on Tülu 3 and the exciting world of open source AI.
So we were just discussing how open source AI could level the playing field, giving more people access to these powerful tools. But as with any powerful technology, there are bound to be challenges.
Right.
What are some of the hurdles we might face as open source AI becomes more prevalent?
Well, one challenge lies in ensuring the reliability and robustness of open source models.
Okay.
When anyone can contribute to a project, maintaining high standards of quality and security can become more complex.
Yeah.
Think of it like a recipe that gets tweaked by many cooks. It's important to ensure the final dish is still delicious and safe to eat.
That's a great analogy. So how do we ensure that open source AI models are both powerful and dependable?
It requires a strong community of developers, researchers, and users who are committed to upholding quality standards. Think peer review processes, rigorous testing, and transparent documentation.
So it's about fostering a culture of collaboration and accountability within the open source AI community.
Exactly. And it's also about striking a balance between openness and control.
Okay.
While we want to encourage broad participation,
Right.
it's important to have mechanisms in place to prevent misuse or malicious modifications of AI models.
That makes sense.
Right.
It's like having guidelines and safety protocols in place
Yeah.
to ensure that a powerful tool is used responsibly. But shifting gears a bit,
Right.
we've talked a lot about the potential benefits of open source AI,
Yeah.
but I'm curious about the potential downsides. Are there any risks we should be aware of?
One concern is the potential for unintended consequences. When powerful AI models are widely accessible,
Right.
it's important to consider how they might be used in ways that weren't initially foreseen. Think of it like inventing a new tool.
Okay.
You might not always be able to predict every way it will be used.
So it's about anticipating potential risks
Right.
and having safeguards in place to mitigate those risks.
Precisely. Another challenge is ensuring that open source AI models are developed and used in a way that benefits society as a whole,
Right.
rather than just a select few.
That brings us to the issue of accessibility.
Yeah.
Even if AI models are open source, not everyone has the technical expertise or resources to use them effectively.
Right.
How do we ensure that the benefits of open source AI are truly accessible to a wide range of people?
That's a crucial point.
Yeah.
We need to focus on developing user-friendly tools and educational resources that empower individuals and organizations with varying levels of technical skills to leverage open source AI.
Okay.
It's about creating a more inclusive AI ecosystem.
It's exciting to think about the potential of open source AI to empower individuals and communities around the world.
Yeah, it is.
But I'm also curious about how this might impact the competitive landscape in the tech industry.
Right.
Will we see a shift away from those proprietary models developed in secret by the big tech companies?
That's an intriguing question. The success of open source models like Tülu 3 suggests that we might be witnessing a shift towards more collaborative and transparent approaches to AI development.
So it's not just about who has the most resources, but who can foster the most vibrant and innovative community around their AI technology.
Exactly. Open source AI has the potential to change the rules of the game, making it more about collaboration and collective progress rather than a race to the top dominated by a select few.
This sounds like a very positive development.
It does.
But before we get too swept up in the excitement, I think it's important to remember that technology is only part of the equation.
Absolutely. The real power of AI lies in how we choose to use it. It's up to us to guide its development and ensure that it's aligned with human values and aspirations.
It's a reminder that we're not just passive observers in this technological revolution, but active participants shaping the future of AI and its impact on our lives.
Precisely. The future of AI is not predetermined. It's being shaped by the choices we make today.
So to our listeners out there, I encourage you to dive deeper into the world of open source AI. Explore the possibilities, engage with the community, and be part of shaping this transformative technology for the better. It's a journey we're all on together.
And on that note, we'll explore the specific capabilities of Tülu 3 and how this powerful open source model is already being used to tackle real-world problems.
So we spent some time exploring the vast potential and challenges of open source AI. But now let's bring it back down to earth and focus on what Tülu 3 can actually do. What are some ways that this powerful model is already being put to work?
Well, one of the things that makes Tülu 3 so versatile is its ability to generate different creative text formats, like poems, code scripts, musical pieces, email letters, etc. It can even answer your questions in an informative way, even if they are open-ended, challenging, or strange.
So it sounds like a creative powerhouse. It can write a sonnet, compose a melody, and answer your toughest trivia questions all in one go.
You got it, but that's just scratching the surface. Imagine harnessing Tülu 3's capabilities for more technical applications. For example, its advanced language processing makes it a valuable tool for tasks like data extraction, summarization, and analysis.
So researchers could use it to sift through mountains of data and uncover hidden patterns or insights that would be nearly impossible to find manually.
That's right. And because it's open source, researchers can go a step further and adapt Tülu 3 to their specific needs. They can tweak the model, fine-tune it with their own data, and create specialized tools for their research.
This kind of flexibility and customization is really what sets open source AI apart.
Yeah, it does.
Speaking of customization, one area where I see a lot of potential is personalized education. Can you imagine students having AI tutors powered by Tülu 3? That can adapt to their individual learning styles and pace?
It's an exciting prospect.
It is.
Tülu 3 could revolutionize education by providing personalized learning experiences that cater to each student's strengths and weaknesses. Imagine an AI tutor that can explain complex concepts in a way that makes sense to you specifically and can offer tailored feedback and guidance as you learn.
It's incredible to think that a technology like this could help unlock everyone's learning potential. But beyond the technical advancements, what I find truly inspiring is the broader impact that open source AI like Tülu 3 can have on society.
It's about more than just building cool technologies, isn't it? It's about using those technologies to create a more equitable and just world. Open source AI has the potential to empower individuals, communities, and even entire nations.
It's a reminder that technology can be a powerful force for good, and that by embracing open collaboration and transparency, we can work together to shape a future where AI benefits all of humanity.
Well said. And that's what makes this conversation about Tülu 3 and open source AI so crucial. It's a call to action for all of us to engage with these issues and think critically about the implications of AI and to contribute to shaping a future where technology serves our collective best interests.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I encourage you to continue exploring the world of open source AI. There's a wealth of information available online and countless ways to get involved. Whether you're a developer, a researcher, a student, or simply someone who's curious about the future of AI. There's a place for you in this exciting movement.
And who knows, maybe you'll be the one to create the next groundbreaking AI tool or application building on the foundation laid by open source projects like Tülu 3.
Yeah, that would be
Well,
awesome.
the future is open source, and it's full of possibilities.
That's a great note to end on. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the fascinating world of Tülu 3 and the transformative potential of open source AI. We hope this conversation has inspired you to learn more and to become an active participant in shaping the future of this incredible technology.